We are here. Let us go. Let us get this. What is this? Thursday with a cup of coffee. We were talking sports pain. Oh, wait, yeah, I'm good. Sports pain Jedi stuff. We're talking about what? I'm talking about when I say what it is we do here. Um, physical therapy is cool. Rehab medicine is awesome. Physical medicine is great. If you are being treated in a place where you are getting next gen PT, you know that. You can feel it, you can see it, you can see it in the back of eyeballs when you're making eye contact with your therapist who's listening to every word you're saying, really taking it in and not just taking dots on a form. You can feel it when they put their hands on you, when you feel comfortable and confident. You feel, wow, okay, like this person's got me. There, you feel it when that person spends time with you, when they are um, undivided in their attention, when they are progressing your programming. You're in a next gen PT place. When you can call or email or text message someone at the facility and say, "Hey, man, I think I have something else that's going on here. I need some help." You probably are dealing with a next gen PT joint. You probably can get. No, you can't. I like to say that you can get similar services from places that don't offer this next gen PT thing, that don't really have high value placed on the one-on-one or customer care side of things. But yeah, you just can't. You really got to find these places. But I wanted to talk about, so are you being seen by a sports pain Jedi, or do you want to become one? Well, firstly, sports pain Jedis are born in next gen PT clinics, in places where you can do the things I just said, have hands on, have that, really build that rapport with people, get them to understand that everything we do is to aim at a specific attainable goal that it will mean something to that person, not just, oh, can I sit at a desk with my head like this and my shoulders back like that and make sure I don't move because my therapist told me my posture stinks, which is fine. Okay, that's one thing we can cover. But um, I say all this stuff about PT because it's so powerful. It's such a wide breadth of knowledge, and I always use the same story of a friend of mine, Natasha, who's out in Seattle now doing some great work. And while we were in school together back in the Wayback Machine, we were talking about how she was going to do pediatric PT. Pediatric PT is awesome. It's like magic. It's the weirdest stuff ever. It is not something that I'm used to seeing more than from a generalist basis, but we're talking about children with cognitive and or mechanical developmental delays or disabilities. And man, the work that pediatric physical therapists do is something, like I said, it's miraculous. We'll see pediatric patients from a orthopedic standpoint. Sprain an ankle, break a bone, that's pretty easy stuff to optimize healing. But I say that to point out how specific pediatric PT is by itself. Now, I'm in orthopedics. I do sports medicine. When people think about physical therapy, they actually think about us. They think about the people who just see folks who had a surgery. They think about people who have chronic back pain. Oh, my knee hurts. This is what gets conjured up when you just think of the words PT, and that's great. But if I'm at a bar and awaiting a friend, and a stranger comes up to me and says, "Hey, what do you do for a living?" And I said, "I'm a physical therapist." If I was a PEDS PT, trained in those very specific reflexes and those very specific tests and those very specific delays that come with being a pediatric patient, I couldn't tell you a whole heck of a lot outside of being a generalist about your elbow pain. And so I don't think the term physical therapist is actually specific enough. I think it's really broad, because we as physical therapists can expertly treat little children who are displaying, man, just impressive amounts of delay or disability that we can help with, and absolutely move them along the spectrum toward function and performance and feeling good. And then we have folks, we can treat the oldest old, the fittest fit, the hurtest hurt. I mean, people who have no ability. We can treat people who have injured their spinal cords, broken their backs. It's pretty amazing how the breadth that's available as a PT. So I don't think the term physical therapist is very specific. It doesn't tell the person at the bar or the person in the elevator who just may want to make passing talk and get a sense of, well, how can this new stranger help me? If I need a hand, what can they do? You know, if I meet somebody and they say they're an electrician, okay, I know exactly when I would call that person. They're a new friend of mine, and I got light switches that are screwing up, or I don't want to touch the thing because I'm going to get electrocuted. Call my electrician friend. No doubt about it, he's going to have it covered. I wouldn't call my plumber friend for obvious reasons. But it's the same thing. When you call a pediatric PT to look at your shoulder, it's like calling an electrician when you need a plumber. It is just not the same thing. So I said, okay, PT, it's out. We need a new term. And actually, this took place during a course that I was teaching, or helping teach with my friends at Pain Seminars. Hello, guys, my dry needling buddies. And this is years ago now. And I said, hey, guys, what do you think? What would be some terms we throw around? Now, there are some rules. We have to have short. Can't be more than a bunch of syllables. It can't be a lot of syllables. Having a cool acronym would be nice. But playful is what we want, right? PT, being so good at so many things, sometimes can come across as intimidating to lay folks, people who just want to feel better. They don't want to hear a lot of the multisyllabic words. That's all very impressive. And you as a doctor, man, I'm very impressed at your education. However, no one cares how much, man, I'm just going to screw that up. No one cares how much you know until they know how much you care. And that's the that at a next gen PT join, if you're dealing with a Sports Pain Jedi, you're feeling that right away. So that's the thing. We had to sort of elicit, what does it feel like? Well, for us as orthopedic and sports people, I wanted sports or some kind of movement, performance, fitness, fast, whatever, in that thing. So sports seemed easy. My other PT friends, so what if you don't want to just treat athletes? What if you're in a population? Great. Listen, myself, our place want to treat ultra fast, motivated movers. We're absolutely gonna help the mom of the 18-year-old college baseball player with her neck pain. Absolutely. And she's going to kill it here. We're going to help the neighbor's grandmother of the soccer player we saw 2 weeks ago. No doubt about it. And we're going to have an excellent time, and we're going to build rapport and see that patient for the rest of their life or whatever problems they have. So we will help everyone, but we want to help a certain kind of people. People want to get fast, go hard, be fearless about pain and be bulletproof. So sports was important to me, and it might not be important to you. So you come up with your own phrase. All right. Now, pain, I didn't need pain to be in there, but sports pain, the two words together do elicit an understanding of like, okay, well, getting hurt, doing something competitive, doing something hard, doing something as hard as you can. So sport also doesn't have to mean like competitive, organized, structured sport. If you play golf once per week, I consider you a motivated mover. You probably want to get better at it. If you're doing it consistently and doing things outside of golf intentionally to get better at golf, well, yeah, I would treat you as a motivated mover, an athlete, a ground reaction force sport athlete. So easy. And then the last bit, I wanted a playful term, Jedi. Jedi came for a lot of reasons, because a lot of what we do from pediatric medicine to orthopedic medicine does sort of look like magic. It's weird. It's just movement. It's just loading. It's just medicine. We don't do anything magical here. In fact, there isn't a PT trained in the last 20 years who couldn't do everything we do here. It's just that they're not in the setting that allows them to be an next-gen PT. So when you think of Sports Pain Jedi, I think of, well, I know where I'm going to go. If I have a knee injury because I played soccer, well, I better find the sports pain something. And Jedi, I like the term because it's playful. It doesn't take us too seriously. I think we all take ourselves too seriously. Everyone wants to compare what they do to somebody else as better, or, fine. Look, we're all doing our best. Everyone's doing our best. If you love manual therapy, do it to everybody. If it gets good result, that's excellent. Mix it with some exercise, mix it with some loading, some speed change, some balance change. That person will do great. If you hate manual therapy and I think if no one should touch anyone, great. If you still see good results from people that you are touching, people that you are impacting, go do it. Okay. So get that value out there, get that hands-on value out there. We are Sports Pain Jedis. We want to help. We are welcoming. We will answer your questions. We're just pumped about being able to assist. Jeff, I want people to push. I want people to find that line every day. Our clients hear us say this all the time. Hey, well, you found that line. Like you're barely walking out of here. You go, oh, I'm really sore from there. Okay, well, was that the line? Did you get, and you move that needle every time you come in. You get excited about coming in, and then each session, each time you train, becomes more rewarding. Even if you don't see a move giant move on the scale or a giant move on the weight right away. So, we're just excited to be able to help everybody, or the people who come in. And, we are doing some pretty fun things coming in the near future. We're hoping to expand our space to a larger space, moving just a couple miles down the road. We have need for more indoor performance room. We have the need for more treatment beds. We are adding staff. So all of that is to just basically help all of the health-seeking community in our Northern Virginia neck of the woods, and anyone who's within earshot of this nonsense, to grab a cup of coffee and ask some questions, and keep you guys moving. So it's near time to get some patient work in. I'm gonna let's see. I want to check one thing out. What is this little thing? I got buttons over here. I don't know. I want to check out what this does, because I want to share later a tour of the new facility. We have a plan for the new facility. At some point we'll get it up here so we can walk you through it, but until then, enjoy your Joe, and go move your butt every day.